beneath the stars, we make our town proud. Every win, every loss, we shout it out loud. From the court to the field, to the dirt and the track, we cheer for the glory, we never hold back. It's the pulse of the county, the pride we unpack. Limestone County Sports, we bring the game to life. Every play, every fight, every Friday night. Limestone County Sports, it's where legends ignite. Limestone County Sports, where legends ignite.
Where legends ignite. Limestone County Sports. I'm your host, Greg Wise, and this is our co-host,
JB.
And we love talking Limestone County sports, especially Limestone County football. Jay, pretty not too bad of a Friday night for some of our county teams getting in the win column this week.
You went to a West Coast football shootout, didn't you?
I did, and it was amazing. We'll talk a little bit more about that game later on in the show. But, man, did I have a fun night Friday. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it. Where were you at?
I was at Lauderdale County in Clements.
That was at Clements,
Yeah.
And I was up at Elkmont. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Let's jump right in, Jay, and just talk some local football. And hopefully, if we got some time left, we can talk a couple different things when we get through that. Let's see. Muscle Shoals came to Athens. We knew that was going to be tough sledding for Coach Gross and the mighty Golden Eagles. Muscle Shoals came in undefeated, and they put it on Athens 28-0.
Yeah, well, Cody was on the tailgate talk Saturday morning, which was live at the car show.
Yep.
And he said that early, it was closer early, and then they had two busted plays. Made it 14-0 just right off the bat.
Yeah.
And just couldn't get nothing going offensively. And he said it was probably their best defensive game they played all year. It's just they couldn't.
Yeah, well, they held Muscle Shoals to 28 total. So,
and I think he said Muscle Shoals has only give up 19 points all year.
Wow.
So
pretty good. Yeah, Muscle Shoals got a pretty good football team.
Yeah, they always have.
Yeah.
The money runs good over in the Shoals.
Yeah. Well, it's got to go somewhere. I mean,
between there and Mars Hill, you ain't getting out of there.
I want to see Mars Hill and Muscle Shoals play.
That may happen here in a few years.
Well, I was going to say, Mars Hill, biggest powerhouse over there they're playing is Russellville.
Yeah.
In the last few years, they put it on Russellville. Well, especially this year, they put it on Russellville pretty good. And I'd like to see that matchup. Now, the crazy thing, Mars Hill is playing 3A football. I really think they're, numbers-wise, 2A. They got to bump up and play 3A. And when they reclassify in December, I'd be willing to bet they'll be playing 4A ball next year.
Yeah, at least, maybe 5.
I hope they're not playing 5A, or if they do, maybe the reclassifications keeps Mars Hill out of East and the Ardmore region anyway. But, yeah, they definitely could jump up 2 classifications because Mars Hill's undefeated and the number 1 team in 3A. We'll talk a little bit more about them here shortly as well. Athens doesn't get any better this week. No. Hartselle is now coming to town. It looks like Hartselle and Muscle Shoals is on a crash course for that region championship. I'd have to look and see when they play.
I think they play in 2 weeks.
That'll be a barn burner there. Don't know if it's
at Hartselle.
At Hartselle. Hartselle will be in Athens this week. Hartselle, for the second week in a row, Athens will be hosting an undefeated team. Hartselle comes in as a 15-point favorite to Athens. How you feel on that game, JV?
I don't want to do it, but I think Hartselle covers.
I do too, unfortunately. Obviously, hate it for the local team, but Hartselle's putting up pretty good bit of points as well. They got a really, really good football team, and they're coming in undefeated, and they're maybe they'll be looking forward or looking ahead to that
could be.
Muscle Shoals game. But they come in 15-point favorites. I think they cover that as well. Anything else on that Athens squad?
No, I don't know if any injuries or nothing like that. I know Cody said one of their guys got hurt the other night, but I don't think it's that severe.
Yeah, Athens now is 3-3 on the season, 1-2 in region. They're still alive for that one of those lower spots in the region.
Yeah,
they all had.
I think they still got Decatur and Columbia left.
Yeah, they'd have to win two of the next three, Hartsville, Columbia, or Decatur, to secure that 4 seed, and still very doable. So some of their goals still in reach.
Yeah.
And hopefully they will make it happen. Hey, maybe we'll be talking next week about this awesome upset that we seen. Be great. All right, East Limestone had Lawrence County come to town for a 5A or region matchup. We talked last week about some of it's getting so late in the season. Most of our teams, the region, our playoff matchups are shaking out.
Yeah.
We know what they've got to do to stay in the hunt. East, Ardmore both got to win all of their region games left to make it happen. And so this is one of those that East was focusing on. They were up 10-8 at the half.
Yeah.
Very close game for most of I think they were up 10-0 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Halftime, they were up 10-8, but Lawrence County comes out after halftime and puts it on them pretty good. And they end up winning that game 30-13.
Don't know much about it. I was keeping up with it, score stream, and when I seen they were up, and I was like, well, maybe they'll get this region win. And then I guess the hinges fell off, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. You make adjustments at halftime. Don't know if there was, turnovers, injuries, anything like that happened. But Lawrence County, put some points on the board late in the game and made it 30-13. That now has East at 1-5, 0-3 in the region, and which means they have to win out.
Yeah.
So that would.
And they got a tough road too.
Well, I was just going to click over here and see who they got left. I know they got Ardmore on the schedule, which is a winnable game.
I know they got Fairview left.
They got West Point, which West Point's playing pretty good football right now. They got West Point this week, and then they're at West Point, at Ardmore, and then Fairview. Got to win all 3 of those.
Are they at Fairview?
No, Fairview's at East.
Oh, okay.
Just speaking of West Point, that's where they're West Point is coming to. No, they're going to West Point. West Point is 3-3. It's a winnable game. West Point's playing pretty. Now West Point beat Lawrence County 41-8 to kind of give you an idea of what they're working with. So East will travel to West Point this week, and again, got to win the next 3 to secure that 4 seed in the region.
Who is West Point's rest of their region games?
West Point's region has East, Russellville, and Ardmore. And so really right now in that 5A region, it's Lawrence County, West Point, Ardmore, and East are all fighting for that 4th spot. Fairview is 1 outright, and then Russellville and Priceville will be fighting for the 2 and the 3.
Okay.
I think Russellville and Priceville have not played yet. Russellville and Fairview played the other night. Fairview beat them, I think, by one score.
Yeah.
35-28. And so anyway, everybody else is fighting for that 4 seed between those last 4 teams, and it's going to be a dogfight till really that week 9. I think everybody will have all of their region games in by week 9, so you'll know going into week 10 if you're in the playoffs or not. But East is at West Point. AHSFHS.org has West Point favored by 9 at home against the Indians.
West Point covers.
I think West Point covers as well, Jay. Unfortunately, I hope they don't. I hope East goes over there and murders them and really gets them down, and then hopefully that'll help another local team out in the future.
Oh, yeah.
If these teams keep winning and winning games and know they got a shot at the playoff, they usually play a little harder.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that won't be the case. Speaking of Ardmore, Ardmore had a bye week this past week. Also had the car show Saturday. Got news last night. We had over 600 and something cars there.
Wow.
I think some of those car entries are swapping over to the swap meet because the swap meet was the biggest swap meet that I've ever seen since we've been there. We had to put swap meet vendors out on the tractor pull track there.
That's huge.
Yeah. Monster
Great
event.
weather too, man.
Man,
Great
it was
weather.
beautiful. It was a little cool at 5:30 when I got there, but by about 9 o'clock, it was fantastic weather. High 70s, no rain, tons of spectators, and big fundraising event for our quarterback club. And so, thanks to all those volunteers who make all that stuff possible. But not because of the car show, because of the bye week. That's why we have the car show during the bye week. It works out well for everybody. Ardmore did not play last week, but they are going to Lawrence County, who we just talked about, beat East 30-13. Ardmore is at Lawrence County this Friday night in a must-win game. Next 3 games for Ardmore are must-wins to keep their playoff hopes alive. Ardmore's 3-3. They are 0-3 in region play. We just talked about Lawrence County. Lawrence County's record is 3-4. The only 3 wins Lawrence County has is against Rogers, Haleyville, and East Limestone. The AHSFHS.org has Ardmore favored by 2 points in that contest at Lawrence County. What are you feeling on that?
Ardmore covers.
I think they do too, or I hope they do. I'm thinking with my heart and my mind, Jay. They got to get something rolling on offense. As you know, if you've followed us or listened any this year, Ardmore has not fared well in region games. Do pretty good when, obviously, they're playing 2A, 3A, 4A opponents. But when we're in region, we're only averaging 7 points a game offensively, 7 points. I think we had one game we scored 14, but one of those was a special teams kickoff return. So the offense is only averaging 7 points a game in region contests. If they can figure out a way to get it going, starting quarterback Alex King will be back. He was not available for the last game due to a concussion. He got cleared last week.
I'm glad he's back.
So, he started practicing again. I guess he'll start practicing today and then be available for that game. That'll give the Tiger offense a boost, and so hopefully they can get something rolling there. And defensively, haven't played well in region games either. So got to figure out something, to stop the other team from scoring.
Yeah.
And then to score.
Yeah.
Which is basic fundamentals of football.
And you got a great kicker too, in Alejandro.
He's a really good kicker. He helps us out on kickoffs on special teams. That's probably one of the bright spots on special teams is the kick-off team. Kick return, not so much. I've seen a lot of fair catches on the kick return. At Madison County, we fair caught a kickoff at the 19-yard line.
Wow.
Well, I don't know why we're fair catching everything, but anyway.
So, is he a senior?
Yes, Alejandro is a senior.
Alabama could use him.
Yes, they could. If anybody's got some connections, may want to get Alejandro some looks from the Crimson Tide because they're struggling, which is, hey, that's par for the course. Alabama has usually struggled in the area of kicking. But, hey, you're going to get down to a game at some point and need a kicker. So you may want to recruit one, and Ardmore's got one if anybody's looking. Moving on, Hatton was at West Limestone Friday night. We knew Hatton's going to come in with a pretty good football team. We talked about it before. Nikita Stover is now the head coach over there at Hatton. They also have Coach Moose, who was the offensive coordinator at Ardmore for a little while. He's over there. I think he's coaching some O-line at Hatton. And so Nikita's putting together a pretty good staff over there and got them rolling pretty well here early. Well, now mid-season. They come in. Now, that was still a pretty close game at half. I think Hatton was up 20-7.
Yeah.
And then Hatton pulled away late and beat West Limestone 40-14. I think you mentioned something about some injuries or something with
Coach
West.
Davis was on the show Saturday morning and said they got 9 starters out with injuries.
That's not good.
No.
Now that's that injury bug bites all of our teams from time to time, from year to year. But having 9 starters out is detrimental.
2 your first and second string quarterbacks out, and then they had another kid go, not another quarterback, but another kid go out with a dislocated shoulder. So it's tough for him. Yeah, he's playing a lot of eighth graders, eighth and ninth graders. So
well, I think Ardmore's supposed to go over there and play some middle school and JV tonight. And when you start to get late in the season and you start to see a lot of injuries, some of those JV games will start to get canceled just because teams don't have the dudes, and you don't want to get a kid injured in a JV game if they're getting significant playing time on Friday night.
That's true.
That gets West to 1-6 on the season. They're 1-4 in region play. Got another region game this week. West will be playing at Wilson. Wilson is 1-5. Obviously, West is 1-6. West and Wilson have both won the same game. They both beat Danville, and both of them were pretty much almost identical scores. I think Danville may have scored one more touchdown on West than they did against Wilson. Wilson might have scored 3 more points than West did, but very similar outcome. AHSFHS.org has West Limestone favored at Wilson by 4 points. Can West get past the injuries and get the win at Wilson?
I think so. I'm going with the Wildcats.
I'm going with the Wildcats as well, Jay. This is one of those games that you circle early on the season, say, hey, this is going to be a winnable game. And I think they get ready for that, and because they still got a couple more tough games on the schedule. And so I think they can cover that. And Coach Davis over there have them ready to rock and roll.
He will. He will. And like he said, playing all these young kids will help down the line.
Yep,
build up foundation of as they get older in the high school.
Yep. Lauderdale County was at Clements. I know you were down at that game. Wasn't too bad at halftime. Lauderdale County was up 27-0 at half. They go on to win that game 40-7. We knew it'd be tough sledding for the Colts in that game. Lauderdale County traditionally has a powerhouse football program going 2, 3, sometimes 4 rounds deep in the playoffs. Jay, you were at that game. Got any details?
It was 13-0. Clements was driving. They get a personal foul deep in Lauderdale County territory and give them 1st and goal. Then they got a holding penalty, moved them back a little bit, and they Brady Turner went back to pass, tried to hit Holloway right in the end zone, dropped the ball. And just turned over on downs and just couldn't get nothing going after that. The momentum just shifted. Lauderdale County had a punt return for a touchdown, and it just the wheels just came off, and they couldn't get nothing going after that.
Yep. Doesn't get any better this week.
No.
Clements has Colbert County coming in. Colbert County probably not the football team that Lauderdale County was, but still, they're a pretty good football team. They're 4-3. They come in as a 20-point favorite over the Colts at home.
And the former Clements head coach is at Colbert County now, Barry Daniel.
He the head coach?
No, his assistant, Oscar Bonds, is the head coach.
Was it Tanner?
Tanner, yeah.
Gotcha. Did he go from Tanner to Colbert County?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Barry he retired from the school system, went to Tennessee at Loretta.
Yeah.
And what I was told, he couldn't get no help up there coaching wise, so we got back into come back to Alabama. So
sweet, you taking Colbert County in 20?
Yeah,
Colbert County to cover the 20. Man, I'm gonna agree with you, Jay. Like to see the Colts keep it close, but Colbert County probably have too much firepower.
Yeah, I think Clements is 1-3
in the region. Dang, I didn't write that down. Let's see here.
Because they've lost Colbert Heights and
Clements is, they beat Elkmont, and they are 1-3. Colbert Heights beat them. Rogers beat them in Lauderdale County.
Yeah.
They're 1-3. They really, they still got Marcel on the schedule too.
Yeah.
One game they can circle. They go to at Sheffield.
And you saw Sheffield firsthand Friday night. So
that'll be a winnable game for them as well. So still a lot of positive things to look at in the next 3 weeks. Clements' bye week is the last week of the season.
Yeah.
And so they've got 3 more weeks of football left unless something crazy happens and they beat Colbert County, Sheffield, and Mars Hill.
Yeah.
So good luck to those guys. Getting to our teams who won some games this week, Jay. Tanner is getting hot.
Yeah.
At just the right time. Tanner went to Tharptown. That is over near Russell, I believe, or over that way.
Tanner.
It may have been.
Yeah, I think it was Tanner's homecoming, wasn't it?
Maybe it was. Maybe I just wrote it down.
I may be wrong.
Hey, I might have just wrote it down wrong. On my schedule, it says Tanner at Tharptown.
Okay. Well,
but
my bad.
Yeah. Whether it was at Tharptown or at Tanner put it on them.
Yeah, they did.
63-6. You know, we knew Tanner's got some athletes. Apparently, they got the ball in the hands of those athletes and put it on Tharptown 63-6. Tanner is now 2-5, 1-2 in region, and very much alive in the playoff hunt. They need to win. What did we say, Jay? One more game.
Yeah.
They got Decatur Heritage this week, which is going to be a very winnable game, and then they got a bye week, and then Red Bay at Decatur Heritage. By the way, Decatur Heritage is 1-5. AHSFHS.org has Tanner favored at Decatur Heritage by 13 points.
I'll take the Rattlers.
I do too. I think they're getting it rolling at the right time. Getting those the athletes the ball that needs the ball to put up some points. Doing some things defensively as well, as we've seen the last couple of weeks to keep them in those ball games. And
one of my buddies is help coach at Tanner, Marlon Lucas.
Yeah.
I always text him on Fridays. I was like, send me the halftime and final score. I said, because don't nobody keep it up on Score Stream.
Yeah.
And I never heard nothing from him, and I'm thinking, well, they don't have cell service down there, so if they were at Tharptown. So he finally got with me about 10 o'clock after the game, and that's when I found out they blew up Tharptown.
Yeah, I don't know if Decatur Heritage has always been doing this, but this game is going to be played on Thursday night this week at West Morgan. And Matt was texting me last night about some other stuff, and he said Decatur Heritage is, I guess, playing all their home games at West Morgan.
Huh.
I don't know, maybe if they're getting something built, doing some remodeling, if they've always been doing this. I don't know a lot about Decatur Heritage football, so I don't know why they're playing their home games at West Morgan.
And they may be playing on Thursday. Well, West Morgan may have a game Friday. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I assume
like you said, they may have some issues at their football field or whatever.
Yeah, you know, all of our stadiums in the county will be having some issues right after this season. I've been told, you know, Tanner, Clements, and
West
will be getting turf as soon as football season is over, and it'll be ready by soccer. And then I was told that'd be Tanner, Clements, and Elkmont, and then the big three, West, Ardmore, East, will be getting theirs right after graduation.
I talked to Mr. Marty Bennett, the principal at Clements, about that, and he said that they were told to schedule all their soccer games on the road.
Well, that's what we were talking about when, you know, we reclassify all classifications in December, and then all these coaches will start working on their schedules. If I'm any, you know, local coaches, once you see that dirt start moving at the end of November, beginning of December of this year, you know it's legit, it's happening.
Yeah.
And so when I get my reclassification, I start putting my schedule together. Probably in the first 2 or 3 weeks, if at all possible, we want to go on the road.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to, you know, you got games scheduled at home, your turf's not ready yet, and then you're having to do some weird stuff. You may end up having to go on the road twice or you know, somebody not coming back. And if I'm any of those coaches, especially those bigger 3 schools who is not getting theirs till after this graduation's over, I'm going first about three. If I can go 3 or 4 weeks on the road, I'm doing it.
Yeah, like Marty said, it just depends on the weather, and he's worried about graduation just because they have it on the football field like all the other schools do. But hopefully they'll get it done. I know he you said the people said they can get it done in 90 days. So we'll see.
That's what's supposed to happen, and that would mean pretty much December, January, and February. Yeah. They'd have turf down by March, I guess, when they start playing soccer, and then they'll have May, they'll have June, July, and the whole month of August to finish them before football season starts. So hopefully that'll happen, Jay. But again, Tanner is favored at Decatur Heritage by 13. You taking the Rattlers?
I'm taking the Snakes.
And again, that game's on Thursday night at West Morgan. So if you're available and over in that area, it'll be a great game to go catch. My daughter, unfortunately, has softball practice that night, so we will not be able to get down to West Morgan. I wish somebody live stream it.
Yeah.
Live streaming, I could watch the end of that game when I get home. All right, Jay, we're at the time in our show.
I just wonder if they could take West Morgan's NFHS and do it.
Yeah, they may can. If Decatur Heritage, has
capabilities.
Yeah. Or Tanner.
Yeah.
I think Tanner's got that huddle stuff down there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. It's time to acknowledge, Jay, our team of the week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not have their fight song. It has, rang loudly in my ears for over 30 years. Yeah. The mighty Red Devils from Elkmont High School is the Limestone County Sports Team of the Week.
Congratulations to Coach Strink and his guys.
Yep. Big win for those guys. Jay, just kind of a side note, Ardmore had a bye week. Mm-hmm. So my wife and I, on behalf of Lindsay Lane Baptist Church, went and fed the football team at Elkmont. And so that was fun, being back on your old stomping grounds in the lunchroom that was not there when I was there. So much different lunchroom now. And I got to talk to the guys, share a little Devo with them, talk to Coach a little bit, and just, hung out up there for about an hour or so and really, really enjoyed being there. And on the way out the door, I asked Coach, hey, man, Ardmore's not playing tonight. Probably come back up here and watch you guys play. I live like 5 minutes away. Mm-hmm. You mind if I hang out with you on the sideline? He's like, no, man, come on. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be close to the action. I'd much rather be on the sideline if at all possible. So I go home. We've got the car show the next day. My wife don't want to go back because we got to get up like 4:45 the next morning. I talked my son into going to the game with me. So me and Judah is on the sideline watching the game. And, buddy, did we get our money's worth.
I bet he wanted to be out there and catch some in balls.
Dude, we mentioned that. The atmosphere was fantastic. It's homecoming. Yeah. The Elkmont crowd is great. Big crowd. A lot of folks there. It is the score of this game. Sheffield's 36. Elkmont is 14 at the half. So Sheffield goes in up 22 points. So, me and Judah's talking the whole game. We're just talking football the whole game. It is awesome. He probably won't remember this, but I'll remember it for a long time, sitting on the sideline talking football with my son, watching my alma mater play football. But one of the things we said at halftime, hey, man, Elkmont gets the ball out of the half. If they can score, it can still be a game. If they don't score, 3 and out, whatever, they don't score, Sheffield scores, that's probably it. I know I've got to get up early. Mm-hmm. We may be creeping out the back door. But that is not what happened.
I know where you're going with this.
We hang out. We stay there. And Elkmont outscores Sheffield 33-6 in the second half. And just how this game ended, I think Elkmont gets the ball back down like 42-35, I think, or somewhere around in there. With about maybe 3 minutes to go. They come down the field. They score with about 2 minutes to go. Instead of kicking the extra point to tie it up 42-all, Coach Shrink goes for 2 and does not get it. So Elkmont is now down 42-41 with about maybe 2 minutes to go. So, Judah's like, hey, man, we got to go for the onside. I really appreciate by the end of the game because now Judah's in it, and he's using words like we.
Yeah.
We got to go. We got to go for the onside here. Elkmont kicks the onside and gets it, and then goes all the way back down the field again, and with about a minute left, score and goes up 47-42. Defense holds. Elkmont wins 47-42 at home against Sheffield. Region game to be the team of the week.
It seemed like that game was about 4 hours.
It was. They kicked off at 7. When we walked out the gate at the end of the game, it was 10:15. It was 3 hours and 15 minutes long. Both teams slinging it around. A lot of flags. I may or may not have had, and I apologize to Principal Adderholt, who was on the sideline with me. We were kind of down on the same part of the end zone for most of the game. I apologize, but I may or may not have had some words with one of the officials. I did not get in trouble. The official chose to use some expletives. That was, not very professional. And I just made the comment.
Jesus loved you.
Do you talk to your mother with that mouth? And I don't think he appreciated that much. But nonetheless, the Red Devils get a big win. Great for the community. Everybody's fired up when you're winning.
Yeah.
Winning cures a lot of things. And so good to see them get a win. Reed Bardos.
He's awesome.
Sophomore, can spin it.
Yeah.
Not very big kid. Maybe 5'10" with cleats on. But, dude, you talking about spin it. Rolls out a lot. Keeps his eyes downfield. Really, really, really like what he's doing at quarterback.
And it just hit me the other night. I knew Ardmore was off, but I figured you may have been real busy with the car show. But I thought about we should have live streamed that.
I thought about it. I really thought about it. But we had the car show, and I had all this other stuff going on because we were at the park Friday morning testing some audio equipment and other stuff. And I was like, man, it's going to be so tough for me to try to and if I can't do it good and right, I don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
I don't want to, get to Elkmont and try to live stream and it's crap.
Yeah.
And so we did not. At some point, we're going to start live streaming some games. It may not even be this year or next year because, I'm still got a kid playing football. But I've got some new software. I'd love to test it out to see if it works, putting graphics on the screen, scores, and all that stuff. So maybe we can do that at some point. We'll see.
It'll look good with them turf fields in the near future. So
yes, that would be fantastic. And then you won't have to spend 12 hours on a Thursday painting fields.
Yeah.
And so anyway, good win for Elkmont.
Yeah,
unfortunately, Elkmont this week has to go to Mars Hill, which is going to be, an hour and 15 minutes from Elkmont. It's like when we go to Russellville. It's an hour and a half away. Most of the time, you're fixing to go over there and get blowed out by 50.
Yeah.
And then you're like, gosh, I hate going over here. Mars Hill, guess the point spread, Jay, from the AHSFHS.org. What do you think they have Mars Hill favored over Elkmont? Mars Hill is 6-0. They are the number one team in 3A. What is Mars Hill's?
The Panthers.
The Mars Hill Panthers,
yes,
are favored over the Red Devils by 61 points. 61. It makes this pick interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Red Devils
Me too.
and 61 points. I think Bardos can get us in the end zone at least a couple times to keep it close. And I would think Mars Hill, hopefully, just keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock rolling.
Check and see who their last couple of region games is besides Elkmont and Clements. They got one more, I think, don't they?
Who, Mars Hill?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find it on the...
But they play Scottsboro the last game of the year at Scottsboro.
Well, speaking of Scottsboro, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Boaz just beat Scottsboro.
Brewer.
I mean, I'm sorry, Brewer just beat Scottsboro. And what did we say? Scottsboro was favored by 35 points over Brewer, and Brewer beat them at Scottsboro. I think it was 34-31.
Yes.
Yes, Mars Hill has Elkmont, Colbert Heights, Clements, and then they go to Scottsboro. Let's see the Scottsboro game. I mean, Mars Hill is murdering 5A teams, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat Russellville 47-19, and Russellville's 5A. Madison Academy, they beat them 51-27. You know, everybody in regions, you know, as good as Lauderdale County is, beat Lauderdale County 42-7.
I wonder how many seniors they got.
Mars Hill, probably 48, and they 2A. Oh, well.
And they got 100 kids on the sidelines.
Yeah. They got 100 kids on the sideline. They got 101 in the halls.
Yeah.
On you know, they just recruiting football players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't play football, don't come here.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
true.
know if that's what they're doing or not, but anyway. I'm taking out Martin 61. You're taking out Martin 61. Anything else interesting going on this past week, Jay? Sports wise, Limestone County sports wise?
No, not really. Just, you know, season's winding down. What is this, week 8?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
God.
I think so, yeah. You know, we've had some bye weeks in there. Some most people's played 6 or 7 games, but I think this is about episode 8.
And playoff picture will clear up after this week. So
yeah, we'll know a lot about our most of our local teams by this time next week, whether they're in, still scratching at the door, or they're officially out. Just a side note, when I was at the Elkmont game Friday night, you know, up until that point, Elkmont had not won a game at all, and you know, everybody always wants to blame. Who gets the blame when there's no wins, Joe?
Coach.
Every time. And you know, I'm from that community, still live in that community, know a lot of people at all of these games, and you know, you hear a lot of verbiage, halftime. You know, we go up and sit in the bleachers at halftime, kind of watch halftime shows and just hang out and sit down for a minute before the game starts for the second half. And you know, some people stopping by and airing their grievances, because at that time Elkmont was down 22, and by the end of the game, I felt like texting some of those folks back and being like, "No, what was that you were saying?"
Yeah.
I would encourage you, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty as well, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
I would encourage you to stay positive. I would encourage you to try to help not only the Elkmont football program, any football programs, any programs in any of these communities. Instead of sitting at home and watching the live stream and griping in the comments, instead of huddling up with your buddies around the water cooler or around the concession stand and talking about everything negative that's going on.
Yeah.
How about you shoot the coach an email and say, "Hey, coach, how can we help you?
Yeah.
Is there anything that we can do? Is there ways that we can fundraise for your program, work concession stands, paint fields, help with audio, video, you know, all this huddle stuff where it requires cameras and all kinds. There's all kinds of ways that we can be volunteering and helping programs instead of just sitting up in the bleachers or on our couch chirping about all the negative things." And I am the first one that needs to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm preaching to the choir here.
Yeah.
I need to do it
I hear
myself.
that. I hear it.
And one other thing, I seen a Nick Saban video over this past week, and he was talking about when he was a sophomore in high school. He was 15 years old. He was the quarterback, and it was a tight game. I think you might have said it was to go to the playoff or in the playoffs or something. I forget some of the details, but he mentioned that they got the ball back and they had to go down and score to win the game. He's calling the plays. As a 15-year-old sophomore quarterback in high school, he is calling the plays himself. Where and what happened to player development at the high school level? Do we think that these kids cannot comprehend these things yet? Like, if there's a coach listening to the show who would let your quarterback, a high school quarterback, make some audibles, call some plays in a 2-minute offense, chime in the comments, because I'm just not seeing it that in any of the games that I've watched. Now, I'm not watching any big time 7A high school games where that may be going on.
Yeah.
But the high school games that I'm watching, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A for the most part, a little bit of 6A here or there, I'm not seeing a lot of players on the field whose football IQ is very high. And I think that's a lack of player development. We're worried about the physicality, the physical aspects of these sports. And we're not teaching these kids, can a quarterback come up to the line and see that I don't have a safety and that I could possibly execute something to the deep middle of the field and look over at a receiver or a tight end and give him some kind of hand signal?
Yeah.
Are we letting kids do that? Because when I see kids playing football in the backyard, they're getting after it, and they're executing.
Yeah.
Now, I know there's a ton of other things that goes into this, but just we're having to move people around every play. The kids, defensively, you don't have those Rolando McClains, obviously, but, just that quarterback of the defense who can move players himself, who can call a defense, strong left, strong right. We used to do some of those things back in the day. You'd have a middle linebacker who's at minimum calling strong left or strong right. You don't see any of that stuff anymore. And so I just wonder if that's hindering our football and even other sports as well.
Yeah. And to your point, the quarterback Joel's got, he may be the one because he's got it up here.
Yes. If anybody's doing it, I would say Joel and Bardos could possibly do that.
Yeah.
Again, high-level quarterback, and, again, to Coach Shrink and his staff up there. Coach Shrink, I'm pretty sure is calling the offensive plays, is one of the best play callers in North Alabama. I've seen it with my own eyes. Now, I know it's a lower classification. They're only 3A, and you're playing another 3A opponent. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen, I think they run a lateral where, one receiver kind of just does an out. He catches it. The other receiver's running behind him. He pitches it back to him, and he's going up the sideline. Just, a little trickeration, a little misdirection just keeps the defense honest. And, I don't know if the Bardos kid gets to do some of those things, but I would say he would be one of those that can, especially in Coach Shrink's offense.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jay, you got anything else going on? We rambling and chasing rabbits now.
Just Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning from 10 to 12 on WKC and the PAS Plus app. We talk to all our coaches and just listen to that. We always have a good time with that. I don't have no baseball this weekend, so I'll be on there so you can hear my pretty voice again. So,
amen. I know all the ladies are going to tune in.
Shout out to Donnie Story. I called him during the game because he's a spotter.
Yeah.
In the press box.
Oh, the Elmont game?
Yeah.
I seen him, yeah.
And he was giving me the last few play-by-plays of the game, and shout out to him. And but yeah, y'all do your score streams if you're at the game. That helps us out a lot. And thanks for the likes and shares of our videos as well.
I know the guy that was doing the score stream at the Elmont game did a fantastic job.
He did,
and he posted one of the touchdowns by Bardos is posted in the comments on Score Stream there. So if you're a parent of any of those Elmont kids, one of those videos is there. Appreciate y'all listening. Hopefully we'll be back next week.
Oh, Lindsay
Lord
Lane,
willing.
Congratulations on their first homecoming parade and all that good stuff. And
the game got canceled.
Yeah, Sumter Christian.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, what fell out, but yeah, they had their homecoming ceremonies anyway. Had the parade and all of the festivities, and I think just kind of did some presentations and stuff on the field there Friday night. Congratulations to them. Hate the game got canceled, but I think they got a couple more games left, and then they are going to their first ever Friday Night Lights game will be coming up in a couple weeks. They're headed up to Chattanooga. I think it's Grace Christian. They're going to be playing up there, and that'll end their season. I think that's the last game of their season as well, so they'll end on a good note for all of those seniors that are playing football there. Again, congratulations to them as well. Tune in next week. We'll talk more football, see who's getting close to being a lock for the playoffs. And
Fight songs.
Send me the Elkmont fight song. I desperately need the Elkmont fight song. And I've got most of the other ones I think of.
I may can get it.
Do it.
A lady that's an aide for my wife.
Yeah.
Her daughter's in the color guard.
Oh, well,
I
just
can
tell
get
her
it.
she can just record it in the stands. It doesn't matter. I could have recorded it the other night, but I wasn't even thinking about it. I was watching football.
You was having a good time with your son.
I was having a good time running down the sideline, screaming for the Red Devils with a nice bright red shirt on.
There you go.
And it felt good. Y'all have a great week.
Y'all have a good week. God bless.
Bleachers rumble with the roar of the crowd. Underneath the stars, we make our town proud. Every win, every loss, we shout it out loud. From the court to the field, to the dirt and the track, we cheer for the glory, we never hold back. It's the pulse of the county, the pride we unpack. Limestone County Sports.